morning, folks. Gary Hoffman here, RV Sales, Oregon, in beautiful Eugene, Oregon. Probably one of our prettier mornings this morning. We've certainly had our share of cold weather and rain, so welcome summer. Folks, I'm here this morning to talk to you about probably one of the finest production coaches in the industry. This is a Winnebago product. It is an Itasca Horizon. And through the years, we've seen a lot of manufacturers develop different product, but one that's been very, very consistent with safety and great feature benefits has been Winnebago Industries. This particular Itasca is 36 foot long. It is a 2004 model. We start here on the front end of the coach. The first thing that I always bring to attention is the windshield of the coach. Something Winnebago Industry has done for many years in their Itasca line. They've placed this windshield in steel. And the purpose of that, it's from the automotive industry, and that gives you a permanent setting in this glass. Most manufacturers, they put their glass in fiberglass around as far as the setting point. And what will happen is, as we all know, a motorhome's in a constant state of earthquake. That tends to give a better opportunity for that glass to break away and create air pockets or even gaping holes around the corners. That's something that, for the most part, you're never going to find with a Winnebago product because they put their glass and they set it in steel. If I had a magnet on me, I could show you that by placing the magnet on the outside, and it would truly stick right here. But just a neat feature. Winnebago is probably the only manufacturer that does that. At 36 foot, this Itasca has full paint, and it is clear coated, and it does a couple things for you. It's certainly a very attractive coach, but also helps insulate the coach, keeps the coach cooler when you want it cool on the inside, and it'll keep the coach warmer, keeping the warm air in the coach when you want it warmer on the inside. You have an entry awning. That's enough to keep the outside from getting into the coach when you open the door. Folks, I'm about 6'8", 6'9", and close to 400 pounds probably. Hopefully closer to 3, but the reality is probably 4. But I come up here on this step, and we have no flex. Again, if you want to test a step on a motorhome, take me with you, because I've probably broken a few of them. But very, very sturdy, very safe. Grab handle here on the outside. Again, screwed down in the steel. They just don't point a screw gun and hope. It is bolted down in the steel. So we work our way along the coach. We're going to have a dual fuel. Access to fuel on each side, so it doesn't matter when you pull into a service station what side of the island you're on. You're going to have easy access to fuel the coach. We have an awning package all the way around the motorhome, and that includes the door awning, which I mentioned, but also the Weather Pro out here, which is fully electric. The awning goes out with the touch of a button, and it closes with the touch of a button. You do have a wind sensor on top. Most manufacturers went to that'll alert that awning on a strong wind to go ahead and close automatically to where you don't have to be in the coach. The bay doors on the coach are pianoed hinge, 3 different spots, very, very heavy duty. They're insulated. If we work our way along here, you can see exactly the storage that is involved in this 04 Itasca. They've gone to the expense of putting a joey bed on this coach, and that'll hold, I think we're close to 1,000 pounds, 800 to 1,000 pounds, and it pulls itself to where you can get access to anything that you might need. Great feature. You can see that it's hardly been used. It's in top quality, very, very good shape. Exterior entertainment center. You'll have access to your favorite ball games, radio, CD, what have you. Lots of times folks put a table out here. You're next to the picnic table, and you got all your power that you would need to run anything on the picnic table. Again, awning package I mentioned, beautiful color, that being a window awning. Coach sits on a Freightliner chassis. Freightliner did a very good job of marrying up with Cat for quite a few years, and this is a 350 Cat engine. Along with the Freightliner chassis, something I should have mentioned is up front, your turning radius is tremendous. You could darn near take this coach, probably any cul-de-sac and swing it around and be okay. It's not a great big 40, 45 foot, it's 36 foot. We come around the rear of the coach, and if you're towing something, you notice where your tail lights are. They sit up very high, your brake light up high. It doesn't matter what you're towing, you're going to have tremendous visibility to these very, very important lights. Work our way around the driver's side. And you're going to have a basement air that's going to pull the cool air. It's very, very similar to a heat pump, something very residential. We used to call it a 2-ton residential air. When you want the coach cool, it's going to cool down for you. And we also don't have to bother with roof airs up on top, and one more reason not to get up on the roof of a coach. I tell folks, as far as the roof of the coach, you want to look up there 3-4 times a year. If you see something out of an ordinary, if you see silicone lifting this or that, you'd want to have that spot seal. The less time you spend on the roof, the better. It is a one-piece roof, which is going to eliminate seams and less chance for water to work its way into the motorhome. You have docking lights on each side of the coach when you're backing up. Very, very nice feature. The bay doors here, they extend with the slide room. And the purpose of that is, if they did not, you'd have to crawl underneath the slide. You'd have to be a gymnast to get to half the stuff. So by the bay doors coming out, it's going to give you access to any goods that you might want to get to. You got a nice deep bay there. And one thing that I like is they have enough structural integrity to where they can run that area the full width. So it's like basement storage, except for it's right along here. Absolutely smart stuff. Again, everywhere you look, you can see the steel. Winnebago, folks, it's about as good as it gets. Here's your second fuel we talked about on the dual fuel. The generator on the coach is a 7.5 Onan, very, very quiet. Sits up front to help balance the weight of the chassis. Okay, we have a front door entry. And what that front door entry does is give you maximum living space throughout. 36 foot, you have your ottoman, Euro chair, the leather all matches here. The co-pilot and pilot chair is a very soft touch. I believe they call this an ultra leather. Excellent furniture, has not been worn, very well taken care of. The coach itself has just under 22,000 miles on it. And the wood they chose is a cherry wood. You have a couch here that also acts as a dual recliner. You are able to, with the push of a button, create a recliner as well as bring it all the way out to where you actually have a flat sleeping surface and you could use it for a second bed. As well as your booth dinette. One thing about a booth dinette versus freestanding is you do pick up the extra sleeper. This particular booth is probably one of the biggest booths in the industry. And again, I'm about 6'8", 6'9", and I could come in here and sit right down and actually have room between the table and myself. It's not something that happens at most restaurants. So a very, very sizable booth. And if you think about the size, when we break it down into a sleeper, you actually have a bed that I can sleep on, which is a pretty good deal. Overhead cabinetry all along the couch, the dinette, but yet you still don't lose window. You got windows all the way around the coach. Right now we have the front shade pulled as far as a privacy, and it makes for a very, very nice setting. Fluorescent light throughout the coach, an oversized one here in the kitchen area. Stainless steel, refrigerator, freezer, 4-door. I could open that freezer, but I believe there's an ice maker on one side. At least I believe so. We'll take a peek. Yep, there you have an ice maker. And on the other side is all freeze. If we were to open up both the refrigerator doors, we could see exactly how much room we have for practically as long as you want to be out on the road. This coach is built for a full-timer rig if you choose to use it that way. So we work our way into the hallway here. You're going to see on the left an oversized shower. You have a skylight, a seat that folds down, as well as a grab handle. Very nice shower. The stool itself, it sits behind a door. And if you notice to the left, if you give view back over here, you have a full washer dryer. There you go. And again, you know, what a grab handle. I can do pull-ups on that thing. It's not going anywhere. Probably the nicest thing about the coach is it has a completely private bedroom. You have a slide in the bedroom, but they don't run the bed out. What they do is they take the wardrobe and put the wardrobe out. That does a couple things for you. It gives you tremendous wardrobe back here. And probably more importantly, it gives you a walk-around bed where we don't have to deal with any type of a lip stepping off the bed in the middle of the night, and dealing with the 4-inch lip sometimes can be troublesome. Well, folks, again, my name is Gary Hoffman. I'm talking to you from RV Sales of Oregon here in Eugene. We're located on Highway 99, and we're right in the middle of a bunch of very fine dealers. I hope that we can find a coach here for you, but let me tell you, if we didn't have the perfect motorhome for you, there's a lot of very, very good dealers here on Highway 99 in Eugene, Oregon. I hope to see you come on out, or better yet, give me a call or an email. Thank you.